Okay, you know, if you want to adapt another people, maybe a lot of people have the same demand. They say, hey, I want to adopt, I want to. So 大家排队. My real parent on the waiting list. Got a phone call in the middle of the night. The call asking, we have the unexpected baby boy. Do you want him? Okay. We don't know who called Job's parent. We don't know. Maybe the agent. Agent said, we have an unexpected baby boy. Do you want him? Job's parents said, of course. Okay. My biological mother later found out my mother had never graduated from college and my father had never graduated from high school. Some people are interested in adopt me, but my real mother, biological mother, found out that, oh, they are not well educated. Maybe that's not a good idea. So they hesitate. She hesitated. Okay? So she refused to sign the legal document, final adoption paper. Why she refused to sign? Because she thinks this is not an ideal case for her kid. So he said no. She only relented a few months later when my parent promised. Promise what? I would someday go to college. Relented means you disagree something in the beginning, but finally you say, okay. In the beginning you may say no. No, never. It's impossible. But the time give you things, maybe you rethink. Okay, you say, okay, relented. Why they changed mind? Because that couple promised to give this kid the best education. Okay? So this is a kind of background story. Remember before we got into this paragraph, Steve Jobs just said he dropped out, right? Dropped out from the college. But he insert a new paragraph here. Okay, let's move on next paragraph. After 17 years later, I did go to college. Okay, so time flies. From the legal adoption process, and then now become the college student. After 17 years later, I did go to college. But I naively choose the college that was almost as expensive as Stanford. I naive means you think very directly, very simple, like a kid. Naive. You are not so intelligent. Sometimes have a little bit negative. 你天真的妄想. You naively think. Naively choose a college, but it's very expensive. And all my working class, you know working class 是什么? You need to really work, not sit in the office, have air conditioning. So usually working class, you need to work on the street, maybe work in the factory, work in the plant. Very, very 辛苦, working class. 工产阶级, 劳工阶级. All my working class parents' savings. What is savings? 储蓄. okay, were being spent on my college tuition. Tuition, you know, right? The money you pay to school so that you can come here. You are not here. Is it free class? No. This is not free class. You pay your parents' money. So if you are still sleeping, think about that. You're sleeping. If the money is from you, you sleep. Go ahead, sleep. But your parents pay it. That's tuition. Okay? Tuition. Why you say the word being spent? It's a grammar point, right? Were being spent. He can say were spent. But he said were being spent. It happened in the past, but even though it happened in the past, he said 正在被花。过去进行式，被动。啊，你在写作的时候，你为什么 were spent？Were being spent， 他的感觉来了，他觉得我爸妈的钱正在整个就花在我的学费上。Were being spent， okay? After 6 months, I couldn't see the value in it. So what's the value in your education? Do you see a value in it? If not, think about it. Okay? It's a serious problem. Even though we are in public school, the tuition fee is not as expensive as Stanford, not as expensive as private school, but still expensive. Isn't it? Yeah. I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life and no idea how college was going to help me figure it out. A kind of loss. This is what I call loss in the beginning. It doesn't mean that you lost in a strange place. No, it's spiritually, you in this study education, you no idea what you really want to do in the future. Why you study English, why you study computer. Okay, so it's a deep things. He got lost. And here I was spending all the money my parents have saved their entire life. He was spending all the money. Why is that all the money? Because you know American education very, very expensive, especially private school. He said this school very expensive as Stanford. 人家说在美国公立大学一年100万美金，公立的哦，私立的不止哦。100万美金就是10万美金，10万美金，300万台币，非常贵啊，非常贵。OK， 我们在哪里 ？So I decided to drop out and trust that it will be okay. All work out okay means that I'll be fine. 退学没什么大不了的啦啊。I was pretty scary at the time. At the time means back then 那时候。But looking back, it was one of the best decisions I ever made. This is very unusual, right? You decide not to continue your education and later on, maybe 20 years